tonight's starting lineup, starting with the visiting team, Hudson 100, leading off. Batting second will be the shortstop, number 13, Brady Stewart. Batting third is the first baseman, number 23, Jake Malva. For the cleanup hitter is the right fielder, number 7, Nolan Bush. Batting fifth is the center fielder, number 8, Jake Oblak. Batting sixth is the second baseman, number 20, James Borsari. The third baseman will bat seventh. He's number 14, Chris McDonald. The catcher will bat 8, number 10, Trey Fucillo. And batting ninth is the left fielder, number 5, Aiden Hallsworth. The head coach for Post 100 is Ryan Bowen. And now here's the starting lineup for the home team, Ashland Post 77. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 5, Sam Farrell. Batting second is the second baseman, number 15, Mason Dushney. Batting third is the left fielder, number 12, Matt Neal. The cleanup hitter is the third baseman, number 2, Dominic Cavanaugh. The shortstop will bat fifth, number 9, Connor Cowern. Batting sixth is the first baseman, number 13, Tyler Dawsas. Batting seventh is the designated hitter, number 27, Dylan Ibbotson. The catcher will bat 8, number 26, Luke Herter. And batting ninth is the right fielder, Nick Calabrese, number 19. And pitching for Ashland Post 77 is number 11, Owen Radcliffe. Their head coach is Jake Obed. Introducing the umpires for today's game, the on-field umpire is Mr. Cabral, and calling the balls and strikes is Mr. Yuva. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and remove your hats as we honor America and those who have defended or are currently defending our freedom with the playing of our national anthem. Just a reminder, the winner of today's game will play either Natick Post 107 or Stoneham Post 115 tomorrow night.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Zone 5 Finals. Today is the semifinals match between 4th-seeded Hudson and 1st-seeded Ashland. Post 77, 10-2 on the season. Tom Nappy alongside Larry Sacklad on the call. Connor Donovan on camera. Owen Radcliffe delivers the first pitch as a strike to Jake Sylvester. And we'll take you through the Hudson lineup in just a moment as this is hit over to the shortstop. Throw to first, not a problem. 6-3, 4-out number one. That'll bring up Brady Stewart, the shortstop. So it's Jake Sylvester, the pitcher, who just led off and grounded out. Brady Stewart, the shortstop, batting second. Jake Lanalva, the first baseman, hitting third. Noah Bush, the right fielder, hitting cleanup. Jake O'Black, the center fielder, hitting fifth. James Borsari, the second baseman, hitting sixth. Chris McDonald, the third baseman, hitting seventh. Trey Fusillo, the catcher, hitting eighth. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. And Aiden Holsworth is the left fielder, hitting ninth for Hudson. There's another strike there.
Defensively for Ashland, Dom Kavanaugh's at third base, Connor Cowan at short. There's a foul ball out of play. Mason Dusty, second base. Tyler Dawes at first. Left to right, Matt Neal, Sam Farrell, Nick Calabrese. Luke Herder is catching tonight. There's a line drive in the left field. That gets down. Neal picks the ball up, gets it into Cowan. And pitching tonight is Owen Radcliffe. And by the way, happy 52nd moon landing anniversary, Tom. July 20th.
Ah.
Yes, I keep track of these things.
You are filled with information.
Yeah, useless information.
As Jake Lanelva steps in. That pitch a little bit outside. Runner on first, one out.
It's 86 degrees in lovely Natick. Feels like 96 degrees.
It is a humid day today. I guess a little bit of a reward for all that rain and coldness we just had to put up with.
Yeah, it's been a brutal July.
From one extreme to the other. That was fouled away. Set to deal is Radcliffe, and this is fouled off.
Bush pitched last night, or at least he had a key hit last night, according to Twitter.
Set to deliver. A little outside there. Up high, and it's a walk. So 2 on with 1 out. Stewart up to second. Lanalva to first. Noah Bush to the plate.
Right fielder number 7, Nolan Bush.
He's the one that had the key hit last night. Bush.
Hudson earned a spot with a pair of wins yesterday. They finished regular season play at 5-5. It was a marathon at the end for all of Legion baseball with all the rain that hit.
One-run games last night.
Radcliffe looks at second and deals. This is hit in the air over to right field and caught. 2 away. There's Nick Calabrese there to make the catch. That'll bring up Jake O'Black. Fielder for Hudson. 10-2. Natick taking on 5-6, third-seeded Stoneham. There's a strike.
We won't have to guess what the home plate umpire's calling. Very vocal. We like that.
That's fouled away. over towards the Ashland bench. Radcliffe looks at second and deals up high. Swing and a miss. And they get out of the inning after the top of the first. We have a scoreless game. To the bottom of the first we go in this Zone 5 Finals matchup on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT.
Were you at the Hudson game during that circus game? Were you at that game? Kavanaugh and Lawrence Tang. Oh yeah, Lawrence Tang and Dom Kavanaugh. It was a very deep field. Hit them within 3 feet of going out. Tom was so excited he was going to do a couple of home run calls. It was Tang's first hit, Larry Tang's first hit. The bomb. Everybody thought it was going. I don't even see him. It is Shark Week, so he could be down the Cape.
And we are just about ready for the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the post 77 lineup there, of course, led by head coach Jake Obid in his third season at the helm. Sam Farrell, the center field. Leg left hand the pitch. A little high, and with the Hudson defense, here's Larry.
Good evening. Playing third base, Chris McDonald. The pitch low. Brady Stewart at shortstop. James Borsatti at second base. Jake LaMalva at first base, left to right. Aiden Hallsworth, Jake Oblatt, and Nolan Bush. There's a fly ball in the center field deep. Center fielder going back, and he makes the grab. Jake Oblatt got a good jump on it. Tony Facillo behind the plate catching Jake Sylvester. And there is your Hudson post 100 lineup.
That brings up Mason Dushney to the plate.
I'd say Ashland doesn't strike out a hell of a lot. Take a lot of walks.
Another strike there, 1-2.
Even a free swinger like Dom Kavanaugh is not embarrassed to take 4 balls.
Fouled away. Count remains 1-2 on Dushney. set to deliver, and he fouls away. The battle continues.
Nice. 77 along on Jewel. Come down and root his team on. Stonehill Skyhawk.
Is up the left side, into left field it goes, and Dushney is aboard with one out. Matt Neal will step in.
That was perfectly placed, Tom.
Certainly was. Right through the gap. Fans starting to trickle in. Up high. Typically the Zone 5 tournament is double loss elimination, but due to the shortened time frame this season, it's single elimination. Winner go home. There's a strike. But for the teams that do not make the states in Zone 5, they will continue playing exhibition games, checking at first, and runner back safe.
Not a bad pickoff move.
Second baseman James Borsari stepping in.
As I was saying, post 77 can be aggressive. Strike. Got doubled up in the last half inning.
Blocked behind the plate by Herder. 2-1.
Ibbotson did most of the catching this year. He did a great job.
Up left side, that's going to get down for a hit. Borsari rounding first, heading to second. The throw is not in time, says the Chris McDonald, the third baseman. Ashland split the series with Hudson this season. Both teams winning at home. There's a strike. But for Ashland, last week's games were pretty much an exhibition after they clinched the first seed in the zone.
I'm not going to mention any coach's name, but
Sure.
they have some very strict rules in American Legion baseball. Hello?
Yeah, they certainly do. Owen Radcliffe this season has worked 13 2/3 of an inning. A record of 0-0. And an ERA of 1.53.
Infield's going to come in.
Swing and a miss. 1 out. Hudson threatening here in the top of the second.
Got good metal on the ball. No bloopers there.
Radcliffe looks at third. And that's going to get down for a run for Hudson. Heading to second is Facility.
No cheapies for Hudson so far.
They're making contact here in the early strike. Radcliffe from the stretch. He delivers. Third base. Sylvester grounded out in the first inning. And from the stretch. Looks like third and deals. Inside. 2-0 the count. And this is hit in the left field. That's going to get down for a hit, and another Hudson run will score. And it bounced out of the ballpark. That's going to be a ground rule double.
I would say Coach Obit has to say, geez, they're really scalding those baseballs. Maybe I ought to get somebody else up.
Well, it is a winner-go-home game. You can't imagine the leash is going to be that long with anybody as Brady Stewart steps in. It has been rare to see bats get to Radcliffe like they are right now. There's a strike.
There is unlimited pinch runners.
Another wild Joe Bid trying to pump his team up as Ashland finds themselves down. Post 77, a 5.
He doesn't mind getting hit by pitch.
Cohen a 583 batting average on the season, 615 on base percentage, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and 6 runs to his.
Well, Sylvester was going to show any sign of nervousness. Hasn't done so far.
The center fielder, James Oblak, ranges over to make the catch, 2 away.
Dimensions here at Mahan Field is 325 down the left field line, left center 334, 362 to dead center, right center 348, 333 down the right field line. Very spacious, and they did a nice job getting this field ready.
There's a strike. They certainly did. Dossis takes that one low, 1-1. Dossis has had a pretty good season with the bat. 258 batting average, 333 on base percentage. Puts this one up the middle, gloved by the second baseman. Throw to first, 4-3, 4 out, number 3. We'll head to the top of the third. Hudson leads it 2-0 on HCAM, WACA, and HCAT. Top of the third inning, Jake Lanelva steps in for Hudson. Lanelva walked in the first inning. Ratcliffe delivers. And that's outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Be at home, not watching us, Larry.
Very true.
Can't blame him for that.
No. Yeah, it's like 1,000,000 miles away from their homes to here. So they should be sitting in a nice air condition.
It's too hot. What a way. Towards the fence, and that is going to get out of the ballpark. A solo shot by Noah Bush. It's 3-0 Hudson. Step in.
That one just went over the fence. It's sort of a cheap home run. As far as home runs go. Did you watch the home run derby in the All-Star game?
I did see a bit of that. His coach was throwing strikes right down the middle.
Shotani's guy was
The air, left side, and it is caught by Kavanaugh. And he had to struggle a little bit for that one and battle the sun, but he's able to pull it in. That'll bring up James Borsari. Bottom designated hitter.
Jake Obit's got to try and make something happen. Good take by Calabrese. Sammy Farrell on deck. foul out of play. That almost hit you on the head, Tom. You ought to.
Did it? I didn't quite see where that landed.
Did you hear it?
I did hear it.
Okay.
I'm glad I wasn't looking. I probably would have jumped out of the way or knocked something over.
There's a balk.
Big break for Ashland. Just what they needed to get Herder in scoring position.
Did not come to a complete stop, the umpire says. You take it, no. .12-ounce curls they give you at college. Get a very, very good workout. A little bit too far inside. Runs on first and second.
We got some technical kinks, but I think we're working them out. Line up and the pitch. There's a strike.
Yeah. Sam just looked at that off-speed pitch.
That was inside, full count. And the left side, glove by the shortstop, flip to second for one, and throw to first, not in time. Herder up to third. And it's runners on the corners with one out. Make that 2 outs, excuse me. And as the technical difficulties continue,
Too tall. Pitch was too tall. I gotta believe Dushy's got the take. Gets the bad news from the umpire.
gets away from the catcher. Here comes a run. And he's safe. Luke Herder scores on the wild pitch.
That was closer than I thought it was going to be. That ball got back to the screen pretty quickly. But Sylvester was really quick to the plate to cover.
Calabrese up to second. Take that.
Farrell at second.
Farrell at second. Dushney at first. And Matt Neal to the plate. Post 77 is on the scoreboard.
We've got a great camera spot right here on the third base line. Connor Donovan on camera. One of the best cameramen in the business.
And that pitch outside, 1-0.
He's struggling a little bit, Tom, yes?
Am I?
No, not you. Sylvester.
Well, there's a hit by Matt Neal, and runner from third being sent around. Farrell will score, and now they have Matt Neal caught in a pickle. He's going back towards first. Now he's going to go towards second. Now another run's going to score in the meantime, and Neal's still in the pickle, and they get him out, but post 77 ties the game.
That was smart base running to stay in that pickle just long enough so Dusty could score. There was a poorly executed rundown, but great base running by Dusty.
What a sequence of events that was. And we are knotted up at 3 apiece as we will head to the top of the fourth on HCAM, WACA, and HCAT. And now Chris McDonald stepping in, and this is going to be hit in the air and caught by the center fielder Sam Farrell, one away. Trey Facillo, the catcher, coming up to the plate.
Oh, you hit it out towards Sammy Farrell. It's like hitting it out to a trap door. Anything up in the air, he's going to get.
Hudson does have warm-up action. There's a strike.
I think Radcliffe is going to mix in some more off-speed stuff. He's getting killed with his fastball. Oh, come on up. Got to have that one.
Noah Bush getting loose for Hudson to possibly come in and pitch. Down low. 2-1 count. And this is hit high in the air over towards center field, and it is caught. 2 away. Sam Farrell staying busy out there in center field. That'll bring up Aiden Holsworth.
Nice quick inning for Owen Radcliffe would be nice.
There's a strike. Grabs the outer corner. Down low. 1-1.
Home plate umpire is not buying any framing from either catcher.
Strike 2. Radcliffe starting to work more quickly here. There's strike 3. Blazes it by him. 4 out, number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Hudson and Ashland tied at 3 on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT.
Take a seat, young man. Take a seat.
A new pitcher for Hudson. Noah Bush is on the mound for Hudson. Taking over, he started the game in right field as Dom Cavanaugh set to step in. Jake Sylvester, the starting pitcher, is now the center fielder. And that pitch down low. Moving over to right field was the starting third baseman, Chris McDonald. And Jake Oblak, the starting center fielder, is now at third base.
That's right. It's a 0-0 game right here.
Whoa, look out. Right towards us.
It's a ball game. You got to keep your head in the game. But you got to lose it.
Thought I was going to have to do a Matrix type of thing there.
Is that right?
Line up and the pitch. And this is up the middle, glove by the shortstop, throw to first, and it gets away. Cavanaugh going to round first and head over to second. And now the throw to second, and they got him.
Heads up play by the catcher. Got to say, don't see it that often, them trailing the runners like that. It's a heads up play by Dom Cavanaugh. He knew the ball was overthrown. He just took off. Good plays on both ends.
It certainly was, as Connor Cowan will step in. Cowan flew out in his only plate appearance. Leg lift and the pitch. There's a strike.
Much easier for the base runner to be successful on a play like that because the catcher's running in motion and it's got to pick up the ball, get it in his glove, and throw.
Outside, 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2.
Most youth baseball games, I'm talking this is in youth, you don't see the catcher jump out from behind the plate and run down the first base line.
Fouled away. Yeah, that takes some good instincts to know to do that.
Pitcher Cowan wants the pitch back.
Leg lift and the pitch. Breaking pitch, a little high. 2-2. Cowan a .417 batting average this season. Takes that one low. That'll fill up the count.
Played a very, very good shortstop. Filling in for the retired Jackson Hornung.
And he draws the walk. So it'll be 1 on with 1 out. And that'll bring up Tyler Dossis.
Got to make Bush work. Put some pressure on him.
Down low.
Well, the catcher's got a pretty good arm.
And this is hit in the air behind home plate, and it is out of play.
You know, I think I'm going to go to Hudson for dinner tonight, Tom.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I know just the place.
1-1 count. Runner taking off from first, breaking pitch. And there's a strike, and getting the steal is Cowan. Good pitch to take off on.
Yeah, he stole that right on Bush. Bush didn't even peek over.
And no throw either by the catcher. The 1-2. And he reaches out, and it's caught by the second baseman. 2 away.
There's a place with a guy out on the sign with white hair, and he has a black bow tie, white beard, sells chicken there. That's the place I'm going.
Okay. Sounds like a good meal you're going to have as Dylan Ibbotson steps in.
Yeah, he was in the service. He's from Kentucky originally.
1-0. Runner on second, 2 outs. Down low. Ibbotson grounded out in his only plate appearance last inning. There's a strike.
Not terrific velocity by Bush. Does a little wiggling and jiggling with his glove as he comes to a set position.
And this is a rocket up the third base line. That'll get through. Cowan being waved around. Here he comes. And now heading over to second is Ibbotson. And he has an RBI double, and Post 77 leads it 4-3. What a piece of hitting that was by Ibbotson.
Not even Brooks Robinson would have got his glove on that. That was smoked, Tom.
That was absolutely smoked. I don't think anyone in history would have got their glove on that. As Luke Herter steps in.
Well, Andre the Giant might have got there because he was big.
0-1.
He's very athletic, though.
Pretty significant lead by Ibbotson as this is hit up the left side. Ibbotson being waved around. The throw in is not going to be in time, and Post 77 leads it now by 2. An RBI single by Luke Herter, who advances to second on the throw in. And the bats are getting going for Post 77. Nick Calabrese steps in.
Not a good decision by Hallsworth, and he missed his cutoff man, Oblat, at third base.
Fouled away.
No sign of bunt there. He's swinging away. Sam Farrell on deck.
Bush looks at second and deals. There's a bunt. Slow roller up the middle. Picked up by Bush. Throw to first is off the mark. And everybody's safe. Herter up to third, and Calabrese is aboard.
Best punter in the league.
That'll bring up Sam Farrell. And Coach Obid wants a word. Well, we're going to have a conference on the mound. And Post 77 rallying here in the fourth. They tied it up in the third with some base running craziness that allowed Mason Dushney to score. Matt Neal got caught in a pickle between first and second. Hudson totally forgot about Dushney at third. And now 2 more added in this inning so far.
A very, very sparse crowd for Hudson. Maybe 10 people, maybe. Down the lines and 5 behind the plate.
Farrell steps in, runners on the corners, 2 outs. And this is hit in the air, foul out of play. Into the woods it goes.
That ball's not coming back, Tom. The umpire wants more eggs.
Yeah, I think that one's a goner.
Legion can afford it. $7.50 an egg. That's the going price.
Runner taking off from first. That pitch a little high. I like that move there by Coach Obid sending Calabrese. Obviously, they were trying to draw the throw to send Herter home. Wind up and the pitch. Down low, good block by the catcher. 2-1.
Bad body language out there by Bush. I'm just saying. I know how to read it. Center fielder playing really deep, and the left fielder is not.
He delivers. Down low.
For you at home, you get a good view of up and down in the strike zone, but in and out, not so much. Except for a pitch like that. You saw the catcher reach over.
And that's down low. Farrell draws the walk, and we have bases loaded for post 77. Mason Dushney coming to the plate. Winner of this game earns a trip right back here tomorrow night for a 7 o'clock meeting with the winner of the game that's following the post 77 game tonight. Third-seeded Stoneham and second-seeded Ashland.
That means we come to?
Second-seeded Natick. Down low. That means, well, if post 77 wins, we will certainly be there tomorrow night.
Late game.
Prime time. Wind up and the pitch. And this is a rocket up the third baseline. That gets through. Here comes one run, another run right behind him, and he will score as well. A 2 RBI single for Mason Dushney. Luke Herter and Nick Calabrese are plated.
He's been solid. I think the Hudson manager, if he hasn't been out this inning, better go out there and have a little chit-chat.
Farrell on second, Dushney on first. Matt Neal at the plate. Post 77 has batted around in this inning. There's a strike. And they are leading at 7-3.
Hudson got a lefty warming up in their bullpen.
He deals. Outside.
Neal with a slightly open stance, feet together in the batter's box.
Leg lift and the pitch. There's a strike.
Being up 3-0 and then having a 7 spot put on you can kind of suck the life out of you.
Bush steps off the mound.
And the long innings don't help the infielders any on a hot night like this. They get a little bored.
Breaking pitch, a little high. 2-2. Matt Neal had an RBI single last inning and got caught in a pickle to allow Dushney to score. That one's up high as well. That'll fill up the count. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss, and that'll wrap up the inning. But post 77 plates 4 runs, and they lead it 7-3 as we head to the top of the 5th on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. Top of the fifth, Jake Sylvester, the starting pitcher, now center fielder, steps in to face Owen Radcliffe, who was on the bench for quite a while as Post 77 rallied in the bottom of the fourth. That gets by the catcher. And oh, the count. They get 3-0.
Lefty still heating up down in the Hudson bullpen.
You always wonder what a pitcher is going to look like the next inning after a big rally sitting on the bench. Sometimes it goes okay, sometimes it doesn't. This is going to be a slow roller up the third base side. That's foul. That'll fill up the count. Radcliffe battles back.
Well, if he was dragging his bat as he was running down the first baseline and that kicked fair, he might have looked a little silly. It was just a possibility, Tom.
That's right. This is hit in the air over to center field, deep center field, but caught by Sam Farrell. One away. Brady Stewart comes up to the plate. Line up and the pitch. There's a strike.
Throwing more breaking stuff. They got a great parking lot for arguments, Tom, I tell you.
This is hit in the air right side, and it is just out of play. Top of the batting cage as it goes.
Did you watch the Bunny Rabbit game by any chance?
I did not. And this is going to be a slow roller, third base side, picked up by Kavanaugh, throw to first off the mark, and the hitter going to keep going to second, and he's aboard. So Stewart over at second on the errant throw. That'll bring up Jake Lanelva. 1 on, 1 out.
Herder trailed the runner, but the throw came from third base at a bad angle. It was going to head down towards right field anyway. Nick Calabrese could have backed it up, but he's playing so deep, he wouldn't have got there. So to concede second base.
Wind up and the pitch. Outside. One and oh, the count. There's a strike.
Bat kind of looks like a toothpick in this kid's hands. The big boy.
1-1 the count. And he gets a piece of this one. In the air it goes to left field, and it's caught. 2 away. I'll bring up Noah Bush, the right fielder.
The pitcher, number 7, Nolan Bush.
Well, now the pitcher. I'll be surprised if we see Bush out there on the mound next inning. Little low there, 1-0. Radcliffe working from the stretch with a runner on second. Time called by the hitter. Looks at second and deals. Little high. 2-0.
See, the Red Sox chased the Toronto starter. I think he lasted a third of an inning last night. Gave up 9 runs or something like that. Didn't have a good day.
And this is right back to Radcliffe, who will handle it. He takes it over and gets the out himself. One unassisted ground out to wrap up the top of the 5th. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Post 77 leading Hudson 7-3 on HCAM, WACA, TV, and HCAT. Bottom of the 5th inning, Dom Cavanaugh stepping in. New pitcher for Hudson, 3rd pitcher of the game, Beckett Story on the mound.
Well, let's see what's his story, all right?
And the first pitch is ball 1.
That was a horrible pun. I'm sorry about that. Gonna miss Dom Cavanaugh when he retires this year, the New Hampshire Wildcat.
And he gets a piece of this one,
Ooh.
Past the reach of the shortstop, and Cavanaugh is aboard. A leadoff single.
Stewart better check his glove to make sure there's not a hole in the web. Whoa.
Connor Cowan will step in. He has flown out and walked. Also scored one of the 4 runs last inning.
Well, let's see if Coach Obit stays true to form and keep the run game going.
Low there, 1-0.
It's a little slow to the plate, Tom. I got my stopwatch. It's a little slow to the plate, so that could inure to the benefit of Dom Cavanaugh, who takes off.
Throw up, and it's off the mark. Cavanaugh safe.
Stopwatch doesn't lie.
Yeah, with the slower delivery from Beckett's Story, it's going to make him a target for these runners to take off. Ooh, that hit him.
Oh.
It'll be runners on first and second. Cavanaugh was trying to take third as that happened. That'll bring up Tyler Dossis.
Good try.
Yeah, solid effort.
And that's something that Sean Jewett would have done in years past.
Wind up and the pitch. And a good stop there by the catcher.
Doesn't look like the second baseman is too interested in Dom Cavanaugh. And Stewart, the shortstop, is right behind him. He's getting a good secondary lead. The runner
They're both
takes
taking
off.
and they're both going to have a stolen base.
Very, very greedy, Coach Obert is. Not nice. Not nice.
Story looks at third. And this is up the middle. It is gloved by the shortstop. Kavanaugh going to try to score. Now they have a runner going to third in a pickle. They'll get him out. And now they'll throw to second. And they'll get 2 outs out of it. A run did score, but Post 77 taking a few too many risks there. But they have an 8-3 lead.
Very greedy.
That is definitely a little too greedy there.
I mean, 2 rundowns, 2 outs. You don't see it that often.
Ibbotson steps in. Well, you know, you can have, it's a zone playoff game. You can never have too much security.
Louis Dennison heating up in the Ashland bullpen.
This is popped up right side. First baseman calling everyone off, and he makes the catch. That'll be the 3rd out of a wild inning. Post 77 plates another run. They lead it 8-3 as we head to the top of the 6th on HCAM, WACA, TV, and HCAT. Jake Oblak stepping in to start off the top of the 6th. Owen Radcliffe out there pitching a good game, has given up 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. There's a strike.
Had a bit of a rough go early in the first 2 innings. They were really hitting the ball off Owen. He settled down.
Certainly did. 0-2. Sometimes it takes a few innings. Pitch outside.
Almost too close to take.
And I'm not sure that Radcliffe got any work last week between the rainouts and the fact that they were saving everybody for the playoffs. There's a strike and 1 away.
No swingy, no hitty.
That'll bring up James Borsari, second baseman.
That's a fact of physics. If you don't swing the bat, you can't hit the ball.
That's very true.
Call me the professor.
There's a strike. 0-1. swing and a miss.
Oh, the Ron Popeil pocket fisherman swing. Went waving at it.
I think he was debating if he wanted to hold it there, but a little too late. And this is up the third base side, handled by Kavanaugh. Throw to first, a little high, but... And no, they're going to call him safe. The ball came out of the first baseman's glove trying to lay the tag on. So, since the ball came out, runner's safe.
I thought he would have given it to him on contact, but apparently not, because Kavanaugh threw a rocket over there. Dawson's caught it.
I guess he didn't hang on to the ball long enough. Chris McDonald stepping in. 1 on, 1 out. Down low. There's a strike. 1 and 1.
Almost the same pitch there. Didn't get the first one, got the second one.
Natick players starting to trickle in for the next game. Swing and a miss.
Well, they only live around the corner, Tom.
And I'm hoping we'll see Coach Lodi and Natick tomorrow night if Post 77 hangs on for the win. And there is out number 2.
There's an empty seat waiting for you. I thought that was a little bit low myself.
It's the 5th strikeout for Radcliffe. Trey Fusillo, the catcher, stepping in.
He's got a good game behind the plate.
And this is up the middle, handled by the second baseman. Flip to second to get the cutoff, and there's out number 3 with the force out. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th. Post 77 leading Hudson 8-3 on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. Bottom of the 6th inning. 8-9-1 due up for Post 77. Luke Herter stepping in.
Hudson down to their last 3 offensive plate appearances.
Swing and a miss.
Just a little bit out front of that pitch. I don't know, but it's been very quiet. I haven't heard any chirping around here. Have you?
No, not too much.
Sometimes these broadcasters chirp.
Up high.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
2-0.
I don't know. Get the players all flustered. Chirp, chirp.
Fouled off. 2-1.
Are you embarrassed to chirp? 1 chirp?
I'm going to chirp you in the head.
Okay. It's all right. Just give me my $46 for dinner. in Bitcoin.
And that is down low. 3-1.
Body language of the Hudson players looks really, really bad. A defeated look, if you will.
Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. One away. That'll bring up Nick Calabrese.
Right fielder number 19.
Calabrese having quite the day.
Do you think he might bunt?
He had a single last inning, scored a run and stole a base. It's possible. And this is hit in the air, foul territory, and it is going to drop for a strike. Good effort there by the third baseman.
McDonald, but there was going to be no help from the Ashland players to break his fall. None whatsoever. They didn't move.
0-1.
Looks like they put in some new cement in these dugouts.
Down low. 1-1.
That's a sign of a good catcher who'll go diving for a ball even though there's nobody on.
Yeah, he's had some good stops behind the plate tonight. Line up in the pitch. That's behind him.
Oh, last time a Hudson game with a pitch that went behind somebody. Oh, you can watch that on YouTube. 2019.
2-1. And he slices this one in the air over to right center. And was that caught?
It was.
It was. What a catch by Oblak. 2 away. Diving catch there. That'll bring up Sam Farrell. I wonder if Sam Farrell is representing Bernie Williams with the number change.
I don't know. He had 15 one game and then 51. There's a story behind that story. I'd say that the intrepid reporter from HCAT and WACA finds that out after the game is over. Sure, the fans at home would like to know.
Well, you're the investigative guy.
The eye report. Oh.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Little over anxious, Sam. What do you think?
I think so.
The left fielder is playing so shallow.
Line up and the pitch. Look out. Farrell claiming it got him on the foot, and he gets the pass to first. That'll bring up Mason Dushney.
Hope he's all right.
Second baseman number 15. Mason Dushney.
Wonder if they're going to bring in.
Dushney is a perfect 3 for 3 today. Has a run scored and 2 RBIs.
Some good base running, too. I wonder if they're going to bring in Big Lou Dennison to close this thing out.
We're getting a warning here from the umpire.
A little chirp from the manager of Hudson. There's no chirping allowed, at least on the first base side. That's why we're over here, Tom.
Yep, that's the reason. Slight lead off of first base. He's going. And a stop there by the catcher. An easy steal for the speedster, Sam Farrell.
He's going to get a huge secondary lead over there at second base. A monster lead.
I think so. And this is sliced in the air over to left center, and it is caught for the third out. We will head to the top of the 7th. Hudson down to their final 3 outs with Ashland, post 77 leading it 8-3 on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. Top of the 7th, Hudson down to their final 3 outs. New pitcher in the game for post 77. Louis Dennison takes over to try to close it out. Shea Donovan at third base now, and Dom Cavanaugh, the starting third baseman, moves over to first. Stepping in for Hudson is Aiden Holsworth. Actually, looks like we may have a pinch hitter here for
We
Hudson.
do. It's number 4.
Eddie Rodriguez. And he swings at the first pitch, and this is a slow roller. Throw to first, not in time. Eddie Rodriguez is aboard. That'll bring up James Sylvester, the leadoff hitter and center fielder.
That grass was cut about a half an inch shorter. That would have been an easy play.
Yep. It is a slow rolling infield.
There'll be no stolen bases here.
Dennison delivers, and this is right to the shortstop. Throw to first.
You got him.
And he got him. Double play.
He got stuck in the mud over there at first base. Belly flopped it. Didn't get to the bag.
And just like that, Hudson down to their final out. That'll bring up Brady Stewart.
Boy, can Louis Dennison induce double plays. It's
Certainly
unbelievable.
Can. Well, he's one of those pitchers that you're going to make a lot of contact with.
Yeah, he's a head shaker. It's like, you go back to the dugout and say, how'd that guy get me out?
And this is going to take a couple hops up the middle past the glove of the second baseman. A 2-out hit for Stewart. That'll bring up Jake Lanelva, the first baseman.
Big Jake Lanova. You know, every team got to have a kid that you head shake.
on 2 outs. Dennison delivers outside.
No need to pick over and throw the ball away.
Post 77, 1 out away from earning a meeting with the winner of tonight's Stoneham Natick game in tomorrow night's finals.
Oh, come on, got to have that one. The Stoneham team looks like they're wearing the old retro Philadelphia Phillies colors. Powder blue and maroon hats.
Yes, they do.
Just an observation on my part.
The 2-0, and this is golfed in the air foul. 2-1. Well, one thing we'll be watching tomorrow for sure is the weather situation.
Will we?
Well, there's a chance of thunderstorms in the evening.
Oh.
Fouled away.
Down to his last strike. Red Sox and Blue Jays game is postponed due to thunderstorms in Buffalo, but we're not near Buffalo. So they can go to the Anchor Bar in Buffalo and gorge themselves on the authentic, original buffalo wings. You ever been to the Anchor Bar in Buffalo?
I haven't.
Oh.
Dennison delivers, fouled away. Count remains 2-2.
That's where a lot of Patriot fans get beat up if they when they go to a game up there. The Anchor Bar. They throw tomatoes at their buses and everything. Not too friendly.
Fouled away, the battle continues.
LaMalva liked that high fastball. LaMalva doesn't want to fall victim to the Louis Dennison Bugs Bunny curveball. So he's trying to protect the plate.
Dennison working from the stretch. And this is hit in the air to left field. That gets down for a hit. Stewart heading over to third. The throw in will stop Stewart in his tracks, but he's aboard at third. And it's 2 on with 2 outs. Noah Bush will step to the plate.
Connor Cowan was right where he should have been to get that cutoff throw, right on the foul line. Good fundamentals. He's obviously played shortstop before.
Dennison delivers. Inside, 1-0.
Would Bush be the loser if this game ended?
No. That is hit in the air over to center field, and it's dropped off the glove of the second baseman. Everyone's safe, and a run scored for Hudson. Game's not over yet.
Check that ball for blood. Not hit hard at all.
And now you have James Oblak coming to the plate. Dennison, long look at first base. Down low, 1-0. And this is hit in the air over to left field. That drops in and a run scores. It's an 8-5 game. Bush up to second. Black to first. Borsari to the plate. And now Coach Obid wants a word with Louie. And Luke Herter as well. Things getting a little too interesting here.
Couple of runners on base.
You wonder what the leash is, if any more damage shall be done.
Well, Ashland does have the last ups in their back pocket.
I think they would prefer not to get to that
I
point,
know.
though. But it is always an option. And this is hit in the air over to left field and caught, and that is the ball game.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Post 77 is going to win it by a total of 8-5 and advance to the Zone 5 championship game tomorrow night, right back here at Mahan Field in Natick. An impressive performance by the Post 77 Bats today as they came through big and took down Hudson in this postseason game to advance on. Ashland scored 8 runs on 9 hits, committed 2 errors. Hudson had 5 runs on 9 hits, committing 1 error, and Post 77 moving on to the Zone 5 championship game as they take the victory 8-5. For Connor Donovan on camera, my broadcast partner Larry Sacklat, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Ashland Legion Post 77 Playoff Baseball on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. Thank you for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow night, right back here at Mahan Field in Natick. Goodbye, everybody.